Yo everybody, what's up? It's Peace Fat Boy here with another YouTube video. Sorry I haven't done one for a few days. I try to do one each day, or at least one every second day. It's been now 3 days. Just got caught up doing some other stuff. But today's topic is about Australian gaming, or I should say, to be more precise, Oceania gaming, online gaming. We have a lot of multiplayer games, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Battlefield, massive multiplayer type games that do cater to having an Oceania server. But then there's smaller type games that might not have it. Now, this is a problem because for me being me, I personally, like, depending on how bad the servers are, I will play games that don't support Oceania servers. Like, I will give them a go to see how bad they are. Some of them are really bad, I just can't play on them. And some of them aren't too bad, but 9 times out of 10, if you get a one-on-one fight with somebody, the ping's going to win always. So it's going to be a little bit slower for me, my response time. I might have to put more damage into them. So I'm not going to always win those matches. So that puts a lot of people off. A lot of people will not play games if they don't have Oceania support, which is fair enough. I understand that entirely. So servers, this is just basically a rundown of what your servers are. A game server, also sometimes referred to as a host, is a server which has the authoritative source of events in a multiplayer video game, right? The server transmits enough data about its internal state to allow its connected clients to maintain their own accurate version of the game world display for players, okay? So, the lower you ping, the better connection you're going to have. It won't be as laggy as much. So, because I'm playing games that don't have an Oceania server that supports Australia, and also, I should mention, it's not just Australia as well. Oceania covers 4 regions. So it covers Australia, New Zealand, Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. Right? I think I've said this correctly. So there's 4 sections in this, 4 regions. It's not just Australia and New Zealand. All right. Now, so that's a pretty big area to share. All right. We're a big country. We're a big area. So we seem to be forgotten quite a bit in that section. We seem to be forgotten quite a bit, and it is frustrating because, like, we do as a community want to play other games. It's like I said, but if your ping is really high, you don't want to risk it. You don't want to play it because you just want to enjoy the game and not get shot all the time. Depending what multiplayer game it is, it could be it could be a strategy game, real-time strategy game, or something like that. Not just shooters. I'm just talking about like online gaming itself. So, but it's tick for tat. I mean, even there has been games that have had Oceania servers. They just don't get enough players to play the game. Now, servers cost money. I understand that. So if they don't get enough people to play on those servers enough, they get shut down, which is simple enough. Games need to make money. I understand that entirely. It's within reason. So let's just say you're a fan of a game. I'm not too sure what type of game it is. But they might shut down their service because they don't get enough they don't get enough activity on the game. It's up to you as the player to say, hey, look, what can I do to be part of to make this stop? Maybe I can help. Join discords of games, see what's going on, get involved. Don't sit on your hands. Don't sit on your hands. If you want your game to survive, if you like this game, get people who you play with, like friends or whatever, to help you rally up to get maybe a server for that game. Get a petition. If you get enough people to sign a petition, I think now this could vary for all sorts of games. Just as long as they have enough people playing the game at certain times. I mean, they prefer 24/7, but if you get enough people to play it, it depends on each game. Now, I've been lucky enough to be part of a game where they didn't have Oceania servers, and I spoke up and they added them to the game, which is amazing. I'm also working with another game at the moment, and they said if they get enough players to concurrently play that game enough times, they will add a Oceania server back to the game. And see that's what happened to this game as well. Is they will there just wasn't enough player base to keep that server open. So for a server to survive, you as a player need to do something about it. You need to help. Support your games. You know, don't argue the developer all the time. It's tick for tat. Sometimes you need to help out, maybe. So, but also there's some people, there's some game developers who think that the Oceania server is not worthwhile to put in there to begin with, as well. Like they say, oh, there's not enough people playing the games. If you look at the Oceania section itself, especially Australia and New Zealand, we all have an Xbox, we all have a PlayStation, we all have a Nintendo or a PC or something, if not multiple. We are growing and growing as a gaming community. We are massive on games in that way. We're making our voices heard on social streaming, like Twitch and YouTube and other platforms. So I don't see why it's not a smart thing to do to start encouraging your games, and making it more Oceania friendly. So that's what I'm going to say. So I think it would be a good idea that they start more games support Oceania servers. Give us some more support, because, like I said, if you want your game, this is what really annoys me about games. Is you see the game sold in stores, like on the PSN store, the Xbox store, Steam, Epic. You go install it, no Oceania support, no online. So if there's no support for the game, for Oceania support online, then why do you think we're going to buy your game? Why do you think maybe the sales of that game hurt? So that's another thing. And there's another way you could possibly do this as well, with the game developing. If you do not want to have Oceania servers, and I don't see why a lot of games don't do this, is you just have private lobbies. People can match, they can do a private match with their friends, and get their handful of their mates to play the game, and you can do whatever you like on it. At least have private game lobbies support. There needs to be more of that as well. So I don't get that as well. But like I said, also it's like I said, we're just going to support each other. Gaming developers need to support us, and we need to support them. There needs to be more communication. So, like I said, I join a lot of game discords, find out information about the game. What can I do to make this game get a little bit more support in Australia? So, like I said, there's plenty of games that I love playing, and I just can't play them because there's just not enough Oceania support, and sometimes it's not always the devs. They have had a server up for Australia and no one plays it because we're all stuck in Call of Duty, we're all stuck on Battlefield, we're all stuck on Fortnite or something like that. So also, people, just get out your comfort zones. Get out your comfort zones. Try out other games. You never know. You will be quite surprised. There's some really amazing multiplayer games out there you should try out. And yes, maybe they don't support Oceania servers, but you never know. If they get a support from you and you maybe put your voice up and say, hey, listen, what can I do for you guys to get an Oceania server? And if they tell you what their requirements are, maybe you can help out. Doesn't hurt to ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. It's all about helping each other. But anyway, I just thought I'd say something about Oceania servers and all that sort of stuff. If you like this video, please click a like and subscribe. Also, I stream on Twitch most nights around 7 PM Australian Standard Time. I'll put a link of my Twitch channel in there. Please come and join me. I play a good variety of games. I like to also interact with other people on games and have discussions about stuff. And anyway, thanks for watching, and you take it easy. I'll see you next time.